this is an iHeart podcast.
Taking over the helm of NBC Nightly News, a 75-year-old broadcast, it's a great responsibility.
Good evening. I'm Tom Yamas.
You have to go out there to bring people at home closer to the story.
Wildfires continue to be a threat.
With that massive hurricane comes the massive response.
The best reporters in our business know how to listen. And when you listen, you get the truth.
For NBC News, I'm Tom Yamas.
That's what we do every night.
NBC Nightly News with Tom Yamas. Evenings on NBC.
Hello. Malcolm Gladwell here from Revisionist History. Did you know T-Mobile for Business has an awards show specifically for their customers? It's happening October 20th in sunny Orlando, Florida, and I'm encouraging you, yes, you, to enter. This event honors outside-the-box thinking that changes industries, communities, and even the world. And if that doesn't sound great already, I'll be there as the keynote speaker. If your company did something next level using T-Mobile for Business, you're eligible. Entries close July 31st, so head to T-Mobile.com/enter to learn more and nominate your team.
Hello. From Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This month, we're talking about outsiders, women who marched to the beat of their own drum and rejected stereotypes about what women should be. They're aesthetic pioneers, norm benders, and often some of the only women in their fields. In front of you is a portrait of a woman. She's older, wears her hair short, and sports clothing associated with the men of her time. She holds the tools of her trade in her hands: a paintbrush, paper, a sketchbook. And in the background are her subjects: cows, horses, and sheep, rendered in immaculate detail, the picturesque textures of French rural life. This is a portrait of today's subject, known for both her realist style of paintings of animal life and her shunning of 19th century female convention. Let's take a look at the life of Rosa Bonheur. Rosa was born in 1822 in Bordeaux to an artist father and musician mother. The family moved to Paris when she was young as her father joined the utopian socialist Saint-Simonian movement. When she was just 11 years old, Rosa lost her mother. While Rosa's father did influence her early entry into art, teaching her skills and encouraging her to study and sketch at the Louvre, Rosa was adamant about her mother's influence on her work. Later on, Rosa noted, "Everything good and beautiful I've done during my 76 years on this earth has been her inspiration." From a young age, Rosa was drawn to animals and nature. She quickly diverged from her father's artistic interests, mostly landscapes and portraits, and began focusing on animal life. At just 19 years old, she debuted her work at the Paris Salon of 1841, with one painting of rabbits and a second of goats and sheep. She continued to consistently show work at the Salon, with some minor success until 1848. That year, the newly created French Second Republic commissioned a painting from Rosa. The result was her painting, Plowing in the Nivernais. With its focus on plowing teams of cattle in the French countryside, the work was aligned with both the Second Republic's ideals as well as Rosa's artistic focus. The work earned her a first-class medal at the Paris Salon. In 1855, Rosa completed what's often considered her masterwork, the Horse Fair. The 8-foot-tall and more than 16-foot-wide painting depicts horses in a frenzy at a market in Paris, as men struggle to bring them under control. While French museums and collectors passed on buying the work, it brought in international buyers and was even shown to Queen Victoria at a private viewing. The painting was eventually purchased by American shipping magnate Cornelius Vanderbilt in 1887 for $53,000. That would be about $1.5 million today. Soon, Rosa was able to purchase her own home named the Château de Bie, about 50 miles outside of Paris. There, Rosa was closer to the rural life that she so often painted. She kept varied, sometimes quite extravagant, species of animals on the property, including lions, tigers, and monkeys, and went on walks in nearby forests. She shunned feminine standards of the time, even acquiring a cross-dressing permit, which allowed her to wear pants, as it was restricted for women to do so in France at the time. The chateau would be Rosa's home and studio for the rest of her life. Purchasing the home was a unique feat for a woman in the 1800s. And Rosa also chose to live at the chateau with her longtime companion, Nathalie Micasse. Rosa and Natalie had met as children when Rosa's father was commissioned to paint Natalie's portrait. They were linked from then on, and Natalie often accompanied Rosa on her travels. Once in the chateau, Natalie took care of many of the household tasks, while Rosa focused on her artwork. Rosa never married. She wrote of the prospect, "I am not fit to be a wife in the common acceptance of that term. Men must marry women who have no absorbent, no idol." Rosa and Natalie lived together until Natalie's death in 1889. Though there's no documented evidence of whether their relationship went beyond the platonic, it was an essential part of Rosa's life. She shunned convention to keep Natalie her close companion. After Natalie's death, Rosa was left distraught and quite lonely. She sought out a new companion in the younger American artist Anna Klumpke. Anna became Rosa's companion for the rest of her life until Rosa passed in 1899 at the age of 77. During her life, Rosa had become the first woman to receive the Legion of Honor, a civil order of merit from the French Republic. The Empress, when awarding Rosa the honor, stated, "Genius has no sex." Her work reached far and wide. In her later years, she created a series of paintings for Buffalo Bill. Rosa left most of her estate to Anna, who tried to champion her work. Rosa's legacy started to fade with the rise of Impressionism, but has been reignited in recent years. Rosa's chateau has been preserved and turned into a museum, and her paintings have been exhibited across the globe, at the Met in New York City, the National Gallery in London, and on permanent display at the Musée d'Orsay in Paris. All month, we're talking about outsiders. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Talk to you tomorrow.
Life insurers put life into the things you live for. The new factory that's hiring your neighbors. Maintenance on the bridge that keeps traffic flowing. The paycheck that puts pizza night on the table. Life insurers contribute $8 trillion to the U.S. economy through bond purchases and other investments, and protect the financial security of 90 million American families, like yours. See how life insurers put life into America at acli.com. Paid for by the American Council of Life Insurers.
New out-of-nowhere obstacles. New all-or-nothing moments. New less-than-likely triumphs. Season 2 of the Unshakables podcast has it all. Hi, I'm Ben Walter, CEO of Chase for Business and host of the show. We're excited to bring you more inspiring stories from small business owners who share the "what are we gonna do" moments that ended up changing everything. Listen wherever you get your podcasts. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC. Copyright 2025, JP Morgan Chase & Company.
This is an iHeart podcast.